lesson is recorded. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so let's go through the paper one, and then we check the answers. Okay, check the answers and see whether you have got it correct. And then later, what do we do? You add up your marks, see how many marks you get upon 45 for paper one. Okay, let's look at question one. Okay, so question one. Now, in the number line, what is the value of x? Now, you can see that there are two decimals. So it's a bit hard to compare, right? Or can you compare the decimal? How many gaps are there? There are, okay, how many gaps? Oops, okay, it's starting to just erase the arrow sign. Okay, how many gaps? From 0.5 to 1.3, right? 0.5 to 1.3, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there are 8 gaps, right? 8 units. Okay, so you have to count the gaps. Every time you see a number line, you have to count the gaps. And then from 0.5 to 1.3, how big is that? So you take 1.3 minus 0.5, you'll get 0.8, right? 0.8, wow, so that's very big, right? 0.8. So your 8 units is 0.8, right? 8 units. Then 1 unit must be how many? 0.8 divided by 8, that will give you 0.1, right? 0.8 divided by 8, 0.1. Okay, all right, and how do you get 0.1? Now, if you're not sure, then you do your normal dividing, right? Divide your decimal, right? And then you have 0 times 8, 0. All right, this is what you do if you don't know how many is 1 unit. So you just bring down the digit, bring up the decimal point. 1 times 8 is 8. So you can see that 1 unit is 0.1. Okay, so 1 unit is 0.1. Then you can start counting. 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Right, and then 1.0, 1.2. So this must be 1. Is it 1.2? 0.6, 7, 8, 9, 1.0, 1.1. Okay, so this is 1.1. Okay, let me just count again. Hang on for a while. Okay, 0.9. This is 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. Right? So what is the x? What is the value of x? The value of x is 1.1. So your answer is number 3. Do you get the answer correct? Okay, well done. Okay, the first few questions are always a little easier. Okay, 4 over 7 divided by 2/3. So keep the first number, change the divide to times, and then flip upside down. All right, then you must cancel. Divide by 2, then divide by 2, you get 2, right? And then if you cannot cancel already, then you circle. So 2 times 3, 6. And then 7 times 1 will be 7. So what's the fraction? Your answer will be number 1, 6 over 7. Did you get the answer correct? Okay, next one. Okay, question number 3 looks a little hard. Now, how to do this? Now, if you're confused with the percentage, then you change it to fraction, right? If you're not good with percentage, then you get rid of the percentage. Your 40% is how many? What fraction? 40 over 100. Okay, so how do you change the percentage to fraction? It's always over 100. And then simplest form, you divide by 10, you get 4 over 10. Then continue to divide by 2, and 10 divided by 2. Right? So your simplest form is 2/5. Right? 2/5 of the rubber bands were blue, and the remaining rubber bands were red. And then she gave away 75%. So you change the 75% into fraction, which is 75 over 100, and then simplify your fraction. Right, 3/4. Right, how do you get 3/4? You just divide by 5, and you get 3/4 already. So 75%, change it into 3/4. So she gave away 3/4 of her red rubber bands. So what percentage of the rubber bands were given away? Okay, so we're going to draw the model. Now, why do you want to change the percentage to fraction? So that you can draw the model, which will help you to solve easier. So can you see the rubber bands? You look at the denominator, 2/5 of the rubber bands. So the rubber bands has altogether 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 2 boxes were blue. So you label. And the remaining rubber bands were red. See, that's how you draw the first sentence, right? The first sentence. Now she gave away 3/4 of the red. Where is the red? The red is over here. You see that? The red. And you look at the fraction, right? 3/4. The red has 4. If you look at the model, can you cut the boxes for the red into 4 boxes? You understand what I'm talking about? You look at the red, right? The red. This is the red boxes, the red, all right, the red color rubber bands. Can you cut this into 4? Because 3/4, the denominator is 4. So you need to cut the total into 4 boxes. But cannot cut, so what do? You drop down. Drop down. So when do you drop down? You drop down when you cannot cut the rectangle into 4 boxes. Then now you can cut already. Okay? And then she gave away 3/4 of the rate. So over here, okay, right gave away, right gave away. And then where is the leftover? This must be the leftover. So 1/4 of the rate is left. Okay, right? So what percentage of the rubber bands were given away? Well, you change it to fraction. So to get your percentage, you can actually do what? You can actually change the percentage to fraction. So you get your fraction first, get your fraction answer, then later convert to percentage. So you look at the model, what fraction of the rubber bands were given away? You look at the model, can you see the rate on top is 3 boxes and below is 4 boxes, right? Below here, there are 4 boxes. On top, there are 3 boxes. So you put 3, 3, 3, and 3. Then on top, you put 4, 4, and 4. Okay, very important. Right, why? Why must you cut into equally? Because on top and below the same. They refer to the same color, right? So you have 12 units on top and 12 units below. And then do the same for the blue, right? Do the same for the other boxes. So every box you must cut into what? Every box must cut into 4 units or so. Okay, now can we get the fraction of the rubber bands that were given away? So what fraction of the rubber bands, which is all the rubber bands, how many is all the rubber bands, which is 20 units, right? 20 units were given away, which is 6 units, right? 6 over 20. So your, 9, okay, 9, not 6, 9. Okay, you have given away 9 units. 9 units of red rubber band. Okay, so you got your 9 units already, right? So you got your fraction. So your fraction is 9 over 20. So this is the fraction of the rubber bands that were given away. Now can you convert to percentage? You still remember how to get your percentage? You change your denominator into 100, you times 5, and you times 5, and you get 45 over 100. So once your denominator is 100, how many percent of the rubber bands were given away? Which is 45%. So you have given away 45%. Okay, so what's the lesson here? The lesson here is if you're not good with percentage, you are confused. You change the percentage to fraction, then you draw the model. And then use the model to help you to get what? To get the percentage. And how do you get the percentage? You write as a fraction first. See, you look at Mr. Ong, you write as a fraction first, then later you convert to percentage. You understand? Okay, now let's go to the next one. Now, what type of triangle is that? Well, it looks like a right angle triangle, but do you think it's equilateral? Cannot be, right? Because all sides must be equal. Do you think it's isosceles? There must be 2 sides equal, cannot be. Well, it looks like a right angle triangle, but okay. Is it an obtuse angle? Obtuse angle means greater than 90. This is acute, this is acute, this is a right angle. Okay, right angle. Okay, now be very careful. Now be very careful. When we start put the right angle box there, can you prove it? Can you prove that there is a right angle? Or is it a right angle? You have to prove it. So how do you prove it? Now this is how you prove it. Now, first of all, a rectangle, right? A rectangle, when you cut it into two triangles, you have 2 right angle triangles. Understand? So can I form a rectangle by using this triangle? Can I form a rectangle? Right? Can you see this triangle here? So am I able to form a rectangle? Okay, let's form the rectangle and see whether it can form. Okay, now if you look at this line, to come here, right? To come here. Look at this line. How to draw this line? How to draw the how do you draw the other line that's parallel? All right, because you need to draw a rectangle, right? You must have 2 sides that are parallel. So from this cross, you come down 3 squares and you go right 1 square. So 3 squares down, 1 square right. Okay, that's how you are going to draw the other line that's parallel. So from this cross, you come down 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, and then one square to the right. So you are going to draw a line until here. So if you are able to form a rectangle, right, with two right angle triangles, then confirm this triangle is a right angle already. Okay, all right. Then what do? You can join already. Right? Let me draw a bit nicer. Okay, so you join. Okay, you can now join this cross with this line. So are you able to form a rectangle with two triangles? Yes, you can. So which means that your triangle is a right angle triangle. Okay, got it? So your answer is number 3. Okay, number 3. So how do you know whether it's a right angle triangle? Can you form a rectangle? Because if you can form a rectangle, what happens? The rectangle is made of two right angle triangles, right? So if you can form a rectangle, then your triangle is a right angle. Okay, next one. Clear so far? Do you get the answer correct? Okay, because it looks like a right angle, right? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Now, which of the following is false? Parallelogram. The line here and the line here parallel, and these two lines are also parallel. So is PS equal to QR? PS equal to QR. Yes, opposite sides are equal. True. Okay, true. All right, next one. Is SPQ the same as QRS? SPQ, same as QRS. Same or not? Yes, opposite angles are equal. Right, opposite angles in the parallelogram are equal. Okay, next one. QPS, where is QPS? So your QPS, which is over here, and then you plus PSR, where is PSR? Over here. Okay, so if you add these two angles, does it give you 180 degrees? The answer is also yes. Why yes? Because any angle, if you see two angles between two lines that are parallel, right? Can you see two lines that are parallel? And there are two angles between the two lines. Then add together must be how many? Add together must be 180 degrees. So the answer is true. Okay, this is a very important property. Make sure you remember. Angles between two lines that are parallel, add together is 180 degrees. Now, is PQ parallel to PS? Where is PQ? PQ is here. Okay, let me use the red color. PQ is here, right? There's a PQ. Is it parallel to PS? That's nonsense. Okay, that's rubbish already, right? It's not parallel. So the answer is false. Okay, so your answer is number 4. You get number 4? Okay, next one. So answer number 4. And so what is the area of the triangle below? Now, to find the area, you must know your formula. Half times base times height. All right, this formula you have to remember forever, right? Don't forget. And the base must be right angle to the height. So look for a right angle, right? Look for a right angle box. And the two lines that form a right angle is the base and the height. All right, so you have half times 3 times 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 divided by 2, that will give you 6 cm squared. So the area of the triangle is 6 cm squared. Do you get the answer correct? No, you have a mistake? Okay, good. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Find the area of a circle of radius 10 cm. So circle and the radius is over here, 10 cm. And your answer must be in terms of pi. So your formula is what? Your formula is pi r squared. Okay, not pi d. Pi d is the circumference of a circle. So don't use this formula. Use the area formula. Okay? And how do you not get confused? Well, if you see the square, it's the square there, that will tell you area. Because why? Because area is meter square or centimeter square. Can you see the square on top? So this is the area formula because there's a square there also. Okay, so what is pi r squared? So pi times 10 times 10. So you will get 100 pi. Okay, 100 pi cm squared. Okay, and your answer will be number 4. All right, do you get the answer? Okay, number 4. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Let me just circle it nicely. Okay, next one. What is the likely to be the length of the whiteboard? Now, the whiteboard cannot be 2 cm. Right? What is 2 cm? Which is the fingernail to fingernail. That's very short. Wow, that's too short already. Okay, what is 2 meter? That is the length of the whiteboard. 2 meter is is about your an adult's height. All right, maybe a man that is about 2 meter, a basketball player 2 meter. So that is the length of the whiteboard. But your classroom whiteboard is longer. Right, your classroom whiteboard may be about 3 meter. All right, but you have whiteboard that is about 2 meter also. But if you're not sure, you look at the other answers. Can it be 20 meter? 20 meter is what? That is like a length of a swimming pool already, right? Swimming pool cannot be so long. Can it be 2 kilometer? Impossible, right? 2 kilometer is 2,000 meters. So has to be 2 meter already. Okay, so answer number 2. Okay, let's go to question 9. Now, which month had the most rainfall? Okay, this is easy, right? You look at the biggest number, so which is March. Okay, March is the month that has the biggest rainfall. Okay, now next one, question 10. The rainfall in July was a 50% increase from the amounts of water in June. So which means that June has a lot of water, then it became 50% lesser in July. So how much was the rainfall in July? Okay, now listen carefully. This is percentage problem. Before you can have 50% lesser, you must always start with 100% first. 100% is a special number. So which month has 100%? Is it July or June? Now, July was a 50% decrease from June. So June must have 100%. Okay, June is 100%, right? Then what happened? Then July decreased by 50%. So July now has 50% only. Right, 100% minus 50% become 50% already. Okay, then you look at June. June has how much? June has 6, right? 6 mm. Okay, June has 6 mm. So which means that 100%, which is June, that is 6 mm. Okay, 6 mm. What is mm? Millimeter. Very, very tiny, right? Millimeter, right? Smaller than centimeter. Okay, then can you find 50%, which is July? Right, July is 50% only. Then what do? You just divide by 2 and 6 divided by 2, right? So 6 divided by 2 will be 3 millimeter. So how much rainfall in July, which is 3 millimeter? Answer number 1. Right, July has much lesser rainfall. So do you get the answer correct? Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, now, okay, this one looks a bit hard, but remember, every time you see fractions, you can either draw model or you can use ratio to represent. Anna, Beth, and Katie had some stamps. Anna had 3/5 of what Katie had. So, if you're not drawing the model, then you write as a ratio. You can also use ratio. So Anna has 3, Katie has 5, and then who has 3? Who has 3? Is it Anna or Katie? This is language already, right? Anna had 3/5 of what Katie had, and Anna again. Anna had 3/7 of what Beth had. So you have another ratio. Anna is to Beth. Anna is 3/7, right? Okay. And then can you see the same person? Same person, same number, right? So if the numbers are the same, you can call them units, right? You can put them together as one family. So you can put them together and you can call them all units already, right? Because same person must have equal number, right? So what is the ratio of Beth to Katie, right? Beth to Katie. So Beth is 7. Katie, Beth is what? Beth is Katie, and Beth is 7, right? Beth is 7. Katie has how many? Katie has 5, right? So your ratio will be 7:5, right? Beth is to Katie. So 7:5. So answer number 4. Do you get the answer correct? Okay, well done. Okay, keep up, right? This is 2 marks already. Okay, now this one, how do you find the parameter? Now to find the parameter, you must first find the circumference, right? Circumference of the semicircle, right? And half. Semicircle must always start with half. And the formula is pi d, right? Half times pi d. Okay, no calculator, right? Cannot use calculator. So you have to take half times pi, 3.14, and then you multiply by the diameter. Diameter is 40. All right, can't use calculator. So how to multiply this? Okay, now this is the shortcut. Now you just take half times 40. right? Half times 40, right? Always try to do shortcuts so that you don't have to spend so much time to do working. Half times 40 is 20, okay? Then 20 times 3.14. Okay, 20 times 3.14. Okay, then what do we do next? Now, so half times 40 is 20, 20 times 3.14. You break up the 20 into number bonds, right? How about 2 times 10 times 3.14? Break up into number bonds. And then, can you find this number? What is 10 times 3.14? So you have 2 times, right? 10 times 3.14, you shift the decimal point to the right. You understand? Shift the decimal point to the right because there's only 1 0. So you have 31.4, and now you can multiply easier. So 31.4 times 2, so you do your working, right? 31.4, and then you multiply by 2, you will get 62.8 cm. And this is the circumference of the semicircle. But don't forget, perimeter means you have to add a straight line. So you take 62.8 and you have to plus 40, right? Plus 40 to get the perimeter. Otherwise, your answer is wrong. So 62.8 and then you plus 40, you get 102.8 cm, which is the perimeter of the semicircle. You get the answer correct? Okay, well done. And let's go to the next one. Okay, this one looks a bit wordy, looks a bit hard. But how to solve it? You read slowly, break down the problem, right? How to break down the problem? Nabil had 3460 grams by highlighting. You highlight to break down the problems. So he had 3460 grams of cookies, and he packed them into many packets of 100 grams as possible, as many packets as possible. And then he had some cookies left. Okay, left unpacked. Okay, so without reading the rest of the question, then what can you find? Can you find how many packets are there? How many packets did he have? So can we find that? Yes, we can. You take 3,460 and you go and divide by 100 grams. Okay, one packet is 100 grams. So how many packets did he pack inside? So you just 3 times 100, that will be 300, and then you minus, and then 4 times 100 will be 400, and that's a remainder. Remainder. What does that mean? It means that he has 34 packets, right? 34 packets, and there is a remainder of 60 grams of cookies left. So this 60 grams is the cookies left. Now, how many more cookies will he need so that he could pack one more packet of exactly 100 grams? So he wants to have one more packet. So how many more grams of cookies does he need? The remainder is only 60 grams. So cannot put into one packet, right? So how many more must he need? You take 100 grams, which is one packet, then you minus 60 grams. He needs another 40 grams. So your answer is number 3, right? And then once he has 40 more grams, he can put into another packet already. You understand? Got it? Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, what to do? How to do? Circle, right? Circle the letters. Circle, circle, and you put the same groups together, right? Circle the groups with the same type together, and then you can do your adding and subtraction. So you put the 8p together with minus p plus 3p, right? Put the same group together. And then plus 6, put together with another whole number. See, put the same type together. Then you can subtract. 8p minus 1p is 7p. 7p plus 3p, 10p. And then 6 minus 2, 4. Right? So your answer is 10p plus 4, which is answer number 4. Got it? Did you get the answer correct? Okay, good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 15. This one looks hard. Now, in the exam or paper 2, you look at this question. Oh, I don't know how to do. Now, don't worry. This one told you already. You see fraction, what's the first method comes to your mind? Model drawing. You have to draw the model. If there's no model, most likely the answer is wrong. So how to draw the model? You read the question, right? And you draw out the sentence. right? There were some children and 136 adults. And if you don't know how to draw, then don't draw. Go to the next sentence, right? If you don't know how to draw the first sentence, then go to the next sentence. 2/3 of the children and 1/6 of the adults receive a gift. Can you draw out the fraction? Yes. Children, there are how many boxes? 3 boxes, right? The denominator is the total boxes of children. And 2 boxes of children receive a gift, right? So I put a tick there to show that 2 boxes of children get a gift. And then the other 1/3 never get a gift. Okay? All right, then continue reading. Adults, how do you draw the adults? The adults has 6 boxes, so you just anyhow draw, whether longer, shorter, up to you. All right, so you just draw any length, cut into 6 boxes. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And one box, 1/6, receive a gift. See? Right, Mr. never really solve, just draw the model. And then you have the label, right? Make sure you label your model. So the rest of the adults never receive a gift. So you draw until here already. This is called model drawing, not solving, right? You draw first, then later you solve. 60 people receive a gift, right? Okay, 60 people receive a gift. So if you don't know how to put the number in the model, don't put, right? Don't put. And by the way, whatever sentence you can't draw, remember to go back. Any sentence you can't draw, you have to go back to the sentence and see whether you can draw out the sentence. So now can we put the 156 adults on the model? Yes, you can put the 156 adults on the model, right? Which is over here. See? And the model becomes clearer already. So how many children were there at the event? So your question mark is how many children? Am I solving? I'm not solving. But this problem is difficult, right? It's difficult, but am I solving? No, you're drawing the model. Okay, now can solve already. So you look at the model, do you see 156? Divide by how many boxes? Divide by 6. So 156 divided by 6, you will get 26. Every box got 26, right? And how many adults get a gift? There are 26 adults who get a gift, right? Now you look at the question. 60 people receive a gift. So if 60 people receive a gift and there are 26 adults who receive a gift, then how about the children? How many children receive a gift? That must be how many? That must be 34. So 34 children receive a gift, right? And you look at the model, which is how many boxes of children. How many boxes of children receive a gift? 34 divided by 2, you get 1 box 17. And then, can you now find how many children already? So you take 17 times 3, and there must be 51 children at the event. And your answer is number 2. Can you see that? Okay, so if you don't know how to do, you see fractions, then think about whether can you draw the model. And then you try to draw out the model. Okay, so you get the answer correct? This will be hard, right? Okay, so let's go to the next one. So we come back to the question 16 already. Okay, question 16, how to write as a decimal. Now, 2 and 3/10, you can break up. Okay, the denominator is 10. So what decimal is that? 3/10 is 0.3. And then the whole number is 2.0. Okay, the whole number is not a decimal. Okay, 2 is not a decimal. You have to change it into a decimal, 2.0. Then you plus them together and you will get 2.3. So do you get the answer correct? Yeah, this is easy. Okay, find the volume. Now, to find the volume, you take 20 times 5 times 10. Make sure you start with the length times breadth times height. Have to follow the order. Length times breadth times height. Shortcut, right? Shortcut. You take 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 1, right? 10 times 1 is still 10. And then how many zeros do you see? There are 2 zeros, right? So what's the volume? Oops, what happened? Okay, hang on for a while. What happened to it? Okay, let me just, okay, yeah. So what is the volume of this cuboid? Which is 1000 cm cube. Okay, so when do you apply the shortcut? When you see numbers with zeros, then you can do faster already, right? You just take 2 times 5 times 1, and you get 10. and then you have 2 zeros, right? There are 2 zeros here, right? So you just add 2 zeros behind. So the volume is 1000 cm cubed. You get the answer correct? Okay, next one. Okay, question 20. Okay, need to copy down. You get the answer correct? Okay, now next one. Okay, how to draw the top view? Now, top view, you have to look from above. Okay, look from above, and this is what you draw. 2 squares on the left, and then 2 squares beside, and 1 square beside. So 2, 2, 1. Okay, 2, 2, 1. All right, so 2, 2, 1. So you just look at, use the dots. So 2 squares, right? 2 squares. That's 2, and then another 2, and then where's the 1? The 1 is here. So that is your top view. Okay, and how to draw the top view? Is there any other drawing? There's not really any other drawing because top view is what? You have to stand in front. Stand in front first, right? Stand in front, and then you look down. If you look down, you will see this drawing. If you stand at the side, you look down, you get a different drawing. Okay, so your teacher will have told you, right? Always stand in front, then look down. So there's only one answer only. Okay, one drawing. Got it? Okay, next one. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, how do you find ABC? Now, first of all, read the question. Your ABC is an isosceles. AB is equal to BC. So you have to mark out the equal side. So which two angles are equal? So the angle at the end of the two lines, the angle at the end of these two lines, they are equal. So you take 180 minus 36, then you divide by 2, right? And do your working. So I'm going to use my calculator so we can do faster. And you divide by 2, your answer is 72 degrees. Okay, so angle ABC is 72 degrees, and here is also 72 degrees. Okay, looks very easy, right? All these questions so far. Now, next one, you have a trapezium. Okay, what is special about trapezium? Two lines are parallel. In a trapezium, you will have two lines that are parallel. So your WX is parallel to Z1 and show the arrowhead. Okay, so every time you see any lines that are parallel, you show the arrowheads. Why? Because you can look for a Z, right? You may be able to find a Z. But in this question, no Z. Okay, there's no Z. Okay, then you read and find XWZ, which is here. Okay, how to find? Looks very hard, right? But be very careful. If you see two lines that are parallel, then what did Mr. say already? Now, this line and this line, they are parallel. So this angle and this angle, they must add together, right? Add together gives 180 degrees. Right, the two angles must add together 180. So 180 minus 56, you will get how many? 1, 2, 4 degrees. Okay, all right, then this is a four-sided figure. Can you see there's a four-sided figure? So what's the sum of angles in the four-sided figure, which is 360 degrees? That is the sum of all the angles inside the four-sided figure. Then you minus 56, minus 124, and minus 56. So what do you get? Right, what do you get? Oh, by the way, there's a faster way. Actually, there's a faster answer. It's not what I'll show you later. You take 360 minus 66 minus 124 minus 56. So you get 114 degrees. All right? But actually, there's a faster way. Why faster way? All right, look carefully, there's a faster way. Now, can you see the two lines that are parallel? Okay, so this line, and over here, this angle and this angle also add together equal 180. That's a faster way, right? Same. And then you take 180 minus 66, you will get 114. Same answer, right? Only one step. Okay, so this property is very important. Okay, why important? Because it will help you to solve harder problems later on. Okay, question 21, angle again. All right, now you have a square. RSVW is a square. What's so special about square? Squares have all sides equal, right? All sides are equal. And not only that, squares has right angle at the corner. You cut the right angle into half. This is 45, and this is also 45. Okay, So that is special about square. When you cut it into half, you cut the right angle into half. Okay, then you keep reading. That is a parallelogram. Okay, so what is parallelogram? So you have two lines that are parallel. This line, and this line. Okay, and you can look for Z already, right? Look for Z, and your TBS is 7. 7. So this angle is 7. Okay, so what is TBU? So what question mark are you finding? What angle you are finding? You are finding this angle. T, B, and U. So must know how to find the angle. Okay, now don't care about the question mark and find other angles you can find. Okay, not easy. So looks like very confusing, right? So you just look for any other angles you can find. What did Mr. say again? Now remember the property that will help you to solve very hard problems. Okay, listen carefully. Can you see this line, and this line? They are parallel, right? Parallel. So the angle between what? The angle here plus what? Plus this angle add together is how many? 180, right? Remember? Right, so these two angles will add together 180 degrees. Okay, so can I find one? So what do I do? So what do I do? So can I find the black angle? So 180 minus 45, what do I get? So this angle is 135 degrees. Okay, 135 degrees. All right? Yeah. And then, can you see the square has right angle? Okay, right angle. Okay, 90 degrees, right? So 90 degrees, which is a right angle, plus the 7 degrees, which is a tiny angle that you see over here, right? A very tiny angle. And then plus the question mark that you want to find, right? The question mark. And then add them all together, that will give you 135 degrees. See? Okay. So what is the question mark? You take 135 and you minus 90, right? 135 minus 90 and minus 7. And the question mark is 38 degrees. So what is angle TBU? Your angle TBU is 38 degrees over here, right? 38 degrees. Got it? So this one is a bit hard. But again, if you know the property, what property? The angles between the two lines that are parallel add together is 180 degrees. Then you can solve harder problems already. Okay, all right, so copy down. All right, any question, you let me know if there's any question. Okay, done. Okay, clear so far? Okay, now next one. Find the circumference of a circle of 5 meter. Diameter is here, which is 28 meter. So what's the formula to use? Pi d. No more pi r square. Pi r square is area. So pi d, which is 22/7 times diameter. Okay, so you have to cancel. Divide by 7 and divide by 7. Okay, and then whatever you cannot cancel, you multiply. So 88, and then 1 times 1 will be 1. So what's the circumference of the circle, which is 88 meter, right? So answer 88. Got it? Okay, next one, let's go to question 23. This one looks very simple. All right, question 23, how do you find the shaded part? Okay, the figure shows a square and a quarter circle. So square means all sides are equal, right? All the sides are equal. And then the length of the square is 20 cm. Find the area of the shaded part. So when you want to find anything shaded, then what do? Look out for regular shapes. The shaded part is not regular. Look out for squares, rectangles, circle, quadrants, and then can you find the area of the square? All right. So what's the area of the square? Length times length will be area of the square. Then what's the quadrant? Can you find the area of the quadrant? 1/4 times pi r squared. So 1/4, leave your answer in terms of pi. So you don't have to write 3.14. Okay. And what's the radius? If you see a quadrant, every time you see a quadrant, the radius is the two sides. The two sides are the radius already. So you times 20 times 20. Okay. So what you get? So you take 20 times 20, 400, right? 400, then divide by 4, right? Divide by 4. That will be 100. Understand? Right? 20 times 20 is 400. Then 400 times 1/4 or divide by 4, you get 100. And then 100 times pi. So what's the area of the quadrant? 100 pi. Okay, then how do you get the shaded part? You look at the square area, which is 400. Then you remove the quadrant. Remove means you minus the area of the quadrant. And when you cut away the quadrant, what do you see? You see the shaded part left. So what's the answer? 400. Take out the circle, which is minus 100 pi, and you get the shaded part. You get the answer correct? Well done, you got it correct. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, a straight line JK is drawn inside the box, and L is one of the dots. So draw two lines, JL and KL, to complete a triangle, right? And JL must be equal to JK. So where is JL? Over here. So you have 1, 2, all right, 1, 2, 3, right? There are 3 dots there. Okay, then how do you draw JK? All right, JL, JK, right? This is JK. What you see is JK, JK. So how do you draw JL? So do the same thing. How to do the same thing? Now you can see that from here, you come here, there is 2 and then 3 already, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? 3. Okay, so you do the same. And then that is your JK and JL. And they are equal. And then you draw. Okay, and you must use a ruler, right? It's not use a ruler. So any drawing must use a ruler. So do you get the answer correct? And also, you need to label, right? If you label, then you get your full marks already.
So I did not do this question because I do it on a blank piece of paper.
Okay, but you have something like that in your drawing? Something like that? Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. This one, look, is it hard? Well, let's see. The stamps that Arthur had was 6, 7 of what James had. So you do arrow pointing. So every time you have fractions, you can point the arrow. All right, point the arrow and you can write your ratio, right? So Arthur is to James, right? You can use ratio to help you to solve. 6 is to 7, and the total is how many? The total will be 13, right? 13. So what was the ratio of the stamps Arthur had to the total number? So Arthur is 6 to the total number, 13. So your answer is 6 is to 13. Do you get the answer correct? Okay. Now this Raffles School paper is actually not very tough. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Now, Anthony used green beads, right? Green beads and orange beads to make a necklace. For every child green beads she will use 3 orange beads. Okay? And she used 117 more green than orange to make the necklace. So how many green beads did Adeline use to make the necklace? Okay, it looks very confusing. Don't know how to solve. That's when you need to think of your method. Model, you want to draw model, not a good method. What's the method here? Now, can you see the word every? You see the word every? So what's the method? Grouping. You make one group that one group have 12 green beads. Okay, one group. Okay, one group. How many green beads? That'll be 12. Right. For every 12 green beads she will use 3 orange beads. Right? 3 orange. Right? Okay. Now she used 117 more green. So can you make one group with how many more green? So you make one group with how many more? So how many more green are there? 12 minus 3, you will get 7 more, right? 7 more. So what is grouping? Grouping means you make different kinds of one group. Then you find how many groups make up 117 more. How many groups is that? So once you know how many groups, you can fill out the boxes. You can fill out the boxes once you know how many groups. You take 117 divide by 9. Okay, 117 divided by 9, you will get 13 groups. Okay, 13 groups. And once you know there are 13 groups, can you find how many green bits? You take 13 times 12, right? Do your working, 13 times 12, and you get how many groups? 13 times 12 is, okay, let me see. 117 divided by 9 is how many? 117 divided by 9, you get 13, right? So 13 times 12 is 156. Looks a bit weird. Let me just have a quick check. For every child green, she will use 3 orange, right? For every child green, she will use 3 orange. So how many more are there? There are 9 more green than orange. She used 170 more green. So how many groups? You take 117 divided by 9, which is 13. Okay, nothing wrong. So how many green bits are there? You take 13 times 12. So 13 times 12, you get 156. Right, 156 green already. So what's the lesson here? The lesson here is you make different kinds of make one group, then you find how many groups are there, which is over here, how many groups. And once you know how many groups, you can find how many green already. Do I need to find how many orange? No need. Question never asks you. So the answer is 136 green. So what's the lesson here? If you see the word every, all right, if you see the word, if you see the word every, then you use grouping. Right, use grouping because the word every gives you a clue already that you can use grouping. Okay, have you learned grouping before in school? Make one set, then have many sets. Yeah, okay, that is called grouping. Okay, question 27. Now in paper one, Mr. must tell you, in paper one, if you see the question very complicated, you must remember, paper one is supposed to be easy, right? The questions cannot take so much time to do, right? So this question looks like it must take a lot of time to do, but there must be something very simple about this question. That's why you can do quite fast because it's paper one, right? So what is something simple about this question, even though it looks very complicated? Do I need to do a lot of steps to get the answer? The answer is no, because it's a paper one question. So how to do this? Now, look for pattern, right? Pattern. If you look carefully, 3, 9, 7, 1. Do you see the pattern repeat? 3, 9, 7, 1. That's a clue already, right? Okay, now, and if you look carefully, pattern, okay, let me just draw the table. This is pattern 1. There's only 1 tree. Then pattern 2, there are 2 trees. Then pattern 3, there are 3 trees. Then there are 4 trees. Pattern 4. Then pattern 5. Pattern 6. So you look at how many trees. That will be the pattern number. And then this will be pattern 7. And then this will be pattern 8. And then this will be pattern 9. Okay, you look at the sentence below. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, right? Okay, so 14. So this is 10, pattern 10, then 11, all right, no space already. Okay, 11, all the way to 14, right? 14. So 11, then 12, and then pattern 13, and then pattern 14. So what digit is in pattern 14? So you have, if you look at the pattern, right? Let's look at the pattern. Now you have 3, 9, 7, 1, 3, 9, 7, 1, 3, 9, 7, 1, 3. Right? Oops, there's no okay. There's no pattern there. So 3, 9, 7, 1. Okay, so where are we? So 3, 9, 7, 1. Okay, so you follow the pattern and then go down again, 3 and 9. So what is pattern 14? So pattern 14 has what digit in the ones place, which is 9. So your answer is 9. Do you get 9? You got 9. Okay, actually, I thought it was a little bit hard, right? A bit hard for you, but you got it. So well done. Okay. Okay. Anybody help? Nobody help, right? You did on your own. Okay. This is you got it correct. I think that's very good. Okay. Next one. Elda had 5/8 kilograms of flour she packed the flour equally into 5 bags. So how much flour was there in one bag? Then you must divide. You take the flour and divide by 5. Okay? And keep the first number, and change and divide to times, and change the whole number into a fraction so that you can flip. Right? If you don't change it to a fraction, you cannot flip. And then what you get, you cancel and cancel. And then whatever you cannot cancel, you multiply. And then 8 times 1, that'll be 8. So how much flour was there in one bag, which is 1/8 kilogram. Do you get the answer correct? Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Question 29. Looks a bit hard already. Okay, can we draw model for this? So don't panic if you see this question, very wordy, but read carefully and then see whether you understand the problem. The ratio of the red to the black in the bookstore was 3:7, right? An equal number of red and black were sold. Then what happened? In the end, the ratio of the red left to the black pants left was 5:13. Now, is this a before and after question? This is a before and after question. Then what is unchanged? Okay, what is unchanged? You look carefully. Equal number of red and black were sold. The total must have become lesser already. So what is unchanged? The difference is unchanged. Have you heard the difference unchanged? Heard before? The difference is unchanged. You never hear before? The difference unchanged. Like for example, Mr. Ong has, let's say I got $10, right? You have $7. So what is our difference? Our difference is $3. Okay, and if both of us spend $3, both of us spend $3. I got $7 left. You have $4 left. So what happens? Look at our difference. Is our difference still the same? 7 minus 4 is still $3. So what is unchanged? The difference is unchanged. Now, when is the difference unchanged? The difference is unchanged when there is an equal number of red and black pens that were sold. Okay, when you see equal number of red and black sold, then the difference unchanged. Okay, how to draw the model? Now, this is how you draw. If you haven't drawn the model, then you try to draw. Now, red, black, 3, right, cut into 3. Black will be how many? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, that is your before. Now, an equal number of red and black was sold. Okay, so what happened to the rectangle? Now the rectangle becomes shorter already, right? So red will now become 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the black will become how many? Black will become 13 already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See? Got it? So it's not that hard to draw the model. And then you can solve already. You know why? There were 20 red pens in the end. This is 20. Right? And then you can find how many red pens were sold. Okay, so how do you find the red pens that were sold? Now, if you don't know where to put the question mark on the model, then you don't put, right? You can leave out the question mark. Okay, now there were 20 red pens in the end, right? 20 red pens. So divide by 5, that'll be 4, right? See, every box is 4. How many blue pens over here? So you have 13, right? You can see there are 13, right? So you take 13 times 4, you will get 32, right? So you have 32 blue pens. Okay, now, then what do you do? Okay, now the difference is unchanged. Remember, Mr. Ong told you the difference is unchanged, right? Every time there's an equal number of red and black that were sold, the difference is unchanged. So can you find the difference? What is the difference? Right, you take 52 minus 20, the difference is 32. Okay, I need you to understand this part. Once you understand, then you can do questions like this already. So the difference is 32. Then how about the model at first? Right, this is the model in the end, right, the after model. Then how about the before model? The difference here. So what do you think is the difference in the before model, which is also the same? See, difference is unchanged. Then you divide by 4 boxes, which is 8, 8, 8, 8, and do the same for all the boxes, right? See? And then, can you find how many red pens at first? Which is 24 red pens at first. So there must be 24 red pens at first, right? And then in the end, there are 20 red pens. So how many red pens do you sell? 24 minus 20. You must have sold 4 red pens, right? And that's how you use the model to solve. So this is a before and after question. Then you must think about what is unchanged. Okay, difference unchanged, or the total unchanged, or one group unchanged, or everything changes. So there are 4 answers. Okay, so let's wait for the copy down first. Okay, once you're done, let me know. Okay, done. Okay, so remember lesson here, what's the lesson here? Again, can I draw the model? All right, always try to draw the model because it's the most common method you can think of to solve. Okay, next one. Can I draw the model? Yes, you can also draw the model. All right, you can also draw. Okay, so let's draw the model. Now, Jessie had a book that had 600 pages. Okay, at the end of the first week, the ratio of the pages that she read to the pages left unread was 1:2. So can we draw the model? Yeah, we can. Everything also, most of the question can draw model, most of it. So first week, right? First week, how to draw? You have the ratio of pages that you read, right? R for read, and then the other one is not read. Okay, so how many boxes do you draw? You have one box, 1:2. Okay, 1:2. So that's your ratio. Okay, so 1:2. Now at the end of the second week, right? So you have second week. Okay, how many pages were read and how many pages were not read? Okay, so how to draw? You look at the ratio. At the end of the second week, the ratio of the pages she read to the pages left unread was 5:1. Okay, so let's draw 5:1. How to draw? So just draw maybe something like that. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5:1. Okay, got it? All right. Yeah, you can see that second week she read more pages. Then what happened to the pages not read? It become lesser already, right? You have read more pages, so now the pages that are not read have become lesser already. So how many pages of the book did she read? Did she read in the second week? Okay, now be very careful over here. So how do we do first? All right, how many pages of the book did she read in the second week? Okay, done already? So if you don't know how to put the question mark, don't know where to put the question mark, then you don't put in the model, right? Not sure how to put the question mark, then you just don't put. Okay, have we filled out all the model? Have we completed the model yet? The answer is no. If you don't put everything inside the model, you find that you get stuck, right? When you draw a model, you have to make sure that you put everything inside the model, all the numbers, all the whatever ratio, right? You have to put inside, you have to label. If you don't have something inside or something is missing, you cannot solve. For example, what is missing? Yeah, 600 pages. You must put that in the model. So, which means that over here, this is 600 pages, right? Okay, all the pages that are not read plus the pages that are read add together is the whole storybook, right? And then the second week, all the pages that are read and all the pages that are not read, you add together also the same storybook. So what is the lesson here? Total unchanged, right? This is the before and after problem. So the total is unchanged. And then you can solve already, right? You take 600 and you divide by 3, right? So you will get 200, 200, 200. And then you look at the second week, 600 divided by 6. So 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, and here also 100. Okay, got it? All right. So the first week, she has read how many pages? She has read 200 pages. At the end of the second week, she has read all together how many pages? Which is 500 pages. Okay, now 500 pages, right? So is your answer 500 pages? If you put 500, answer is wrong because the 500 pages also include the first week. So how many pages did she read in the second week, or how many pages did she read in the second week? You must take 500, which is the total pages that are read. Okay, right. During the first week and the second week, he has read altogether 500 pages, and you minus the first week, which is how many pages? 200 pages, and that will give you how many pages that she read on the second week, right? And that's your answer, 300. So there's a trick over here, right? The answer is not 500 because 500 is the total pages read in the first and the second week. You have to take 500 minus the first week. That will give you how many pages read in the second week only. All right, only in the second week. So answer 300. You get the answer correct? Oh, okay. So, but you draw model. If you don't know how to do, always try to draw model. At least get some steps. Okay, now the lesson recording for this will stop. All right, stop for this paper 1. So we will move on to paper 2. So I'm going to end the lesson recording and then we go to paper 2.